Welcome to this year's host city, Baku. A few dare to challenge the authorities. A lack of free speech and democratic process has forced some to the streets to vent their anger in front of the international media. It's a rare opportunity for Azeris to voice their criticism. This week, the authorities will not allow anyone to threaten the country's ability or reputation to host the largest international event they've ever had, not even the Azeri people themselves. But dissenting voices are hard to keep quiet. Sabir and Khadija were forced from their home this year, which overlooked the Caspian Sea, prime real estate needed for the Eurovision infrastructure. They're now 8 kilometers away in the outer suburbs of the capital.
We are pensioners and worked hard all our lives. The city authorities wanted all the residents out of the apartment block. They cut off our water and power and started to demolish buildings around us. It was impossible, and the compensation doesn't even cover the cost of buying a new home.
Construction work continued while they still lived there. 300 people called this area their home. Now it's a car park and a site called Flag Square. This 2-kilometer highway linking Flag Square to the city centre cost $108 million. Human rights activists accuse the government of corruption and mismanagement at all levels. Civil society groups are concerned about the increase in forced evictions and see it as a growing problem.
We have figures that prove that in the past few years, 4,000 apartments have been demolished, up to 50,000 people evicted across the country. The excuse is Eurovision today. What happens when they get a much larger event? How many will have to move for that?
According to official figures, the Azeri government have spent nearly $100 million on the contest already, far more than any previous host of the yearly contest. It's not hard to see why Khadija, Sabir and their former neighbours are angry, but they'll continue to fight in the courts for proper compensation. Azerbaijan is trying to project an image to the outside world that it's progressive, modern and democratic. Yet the mass evictions of Azeris from their own homes against their will highlights that very little has changed in a country often criticised for its human rights record. Sohail, Rahman, Al Jazeera, Baku, Azerbaijan.